right. Hello and welcome. So it's been a minute since I've done just a Minecraft Musings. Aw, there's kitties and a bee. As we load in, we'll see how that person end up down there. Is that supposed to be people down in the animal pits? Let's see. But anyways, happy Tuesday. I'm still on vacation and we are having a nice, fun, and productive week. Yes, there's a mouse in my pocket since the Wii. Now, let's see. I don't know where that villager went, but I think I remember seeing a villager in the farm area, and I don't know. I guess like I don't mind them too much, except for well, in the farm area I do mind them because if they're farmers, they end up starting to mess with things. I guess that guy's okay, but yeah, they can't be in here because then they start messing with the rows of crop. Yeah, you. And you're a dummy. Come on. So those are the ones that don't have a job. Like, and I'm sorry, we're a productive area here. You gotta have a job, no matter what. And I was trying to find, let's see, infinity. I'm trying to get mending, basically. And what I need to do, so let's back up a little bit. So I made like a whole enchantment village, or I was trying to. What's this guy do? Yeah, see this? Like, no, you. Rather than find which one you're tied to, I'm just gonna get rid of them and move on. I know it seems a little evil, but, you know, in a perfect world, I would just tell people, be like, hey, I need mending books, you know? So you're gonna do a mending book. But they don't do mending books on command, so like, hey, I could do it. Oh. There. Oh wait, where's this go? Well, either way. So I think all these I've actually bought from looting one. It's not the best, but yeah. This is probably one of the best ones. Silk Touch for five emeralds. And basically what I want to do, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll build up some supplies for enchanting. So I'm talking books, so paper, leather. I need to chop these things, the lecterns. I don't know. There's a whole lot that goes into, well, I guess I have a lot of books, but it's really easy to make this kind of stuff. Oh. I think my son might have started, or no, maybe this was mine. So my son made this. And we're learning redstone stuff, and that's one thing that, like, I've watched a few videos, and, like, I know how it's supposed to work, like, kind of in theory, but, like, actually understanding redstone and then the yes, no, like, the binary on, off, like, of the electricity that runs through it. It's all very fascinating and complicated. Then you have repeaters and, what's the other one? All sorts of stuff, like redstone switches and things, so. Alright. There we go, so now we have plenty of paper. And I actually took away all like the stone cutter things because the downside to having all these, come on, all these villagers, or one of the issues when you're trying to do all this stuff, let's actually go to sleep so we can fast forward the night, they get job blocks, so they will try to go get a job wherever job block is, unless they have a green shirt like that, which means that they will never get a job. They will just continue to just wander around and not contribute to the village. Whoops, this is the wrong one. And try to keep them closed so little villagers don't accidentally find their way in. Like this guy. Oh, and you don't have a job either. Yeah, so. And I need levels and all that good stuff. So basically, the whole point of all this is like for the longest time my kids weren't playing on the server, so it was just me on here, and I have a set of really nice tools, really nice enchanted tools that I would like to keep safe. And I told my son that, and it felt bad because like I trust him and I know he's a great player, but accidents happen, and if he were to accidentally fall from a height somewhere or fall in a pit of lava, like I just didn't want him accidentally dying with all of my tools that took really long to enchant and figure all this stuff out. And so I was trying to be polite, and I talked to him, I explained it, and like, you know, and he was really cool about it. He went and dropped him off. In fact, I'll go show you the tools I'm talking about. Let's also make sure we gather up all the stuff. Okay. Yeah, because he put him nice and safely in his room, I believe. Not that it even matters. I mean, I just, like, the tools, there's a really nice set to make, and I'll show you. Where did he put them? There. Those are... I feel like something's missing. I don't know, I guess that's it. So these are the tools that I do not want lost. So I want to replicate them. And then I could tell them, hey, you know, it just doesn't matter. So, aw. Yeah, and then I've been trying to help him get... Let's actually give him some of these too. Why not? Yeah, this is his room. Look how beautiful that is. I'm actually working on making that mountain a little bigger. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't even have the right map. Oh well. I was off working in that icy area. But now that my kids are getting back into Minecraft, yeah, I want to make sure that we have crafting stuff. So let's actually let's cook up all this meat. Because I'm playing not in peaceful. Usually I play in peaceful. But... yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's why I have gates to keep villagers out of certain areas. And I have all these lecterns set up in these beds, and we saw a couple of children walking by. Because I'm trying to make it to where I just need a mending. Like a mending and then an unbreakable. And what I've been doing is trying to get the emeralds to go get the stuff of the ones that do have stuff. In fact, maybe I should organize that a little bit. So I have these chests now, just for some like extra storage. Oh man. Let's make them into paper. And make these into books. Okay. Yeah, so you have all this stuff that's not really all that. I bought some infinity, so I could probably kill that guy. Got a bunch of unbreaking. Every tool needs unbreaking. But mending is still like the big one. So as soon as I get a mending, I'm going to take all these blocks of emeralds. Move all this flotsam here. All this extra wool. Stuff like that. Yeah, it's fine. Let's give my son a stack of cooked meat. There we go. And he has armor and a sword and everything. And it's like, and that was one of the things that I was working on once upon a time, but then, like, for the longest time, it was just me on here, so I didn't really need to worry about whether they were going off and doing things. So, yeah, this is our jumbled, all the resources and stuff, a backup map section. So, and this is our main area. There's the Memorial Village in the heart floating in the air. That looks funny. It looks like Peter's chin. Anyways, and then that's where we were working, like that outpost right there with the green dot. And I have two melon pyramids out there, but they're not really going to fruition. And then Origin, I believe, is right here. And there's a railway that goes to Origin, or really from Origin to here, to our main base. And I'm trying to extend this mountain range to cover all of this, and maybe even connect here to this mountain and that one. So I'm harvesting a bunch of snow. But in order to do that, I need good tools. Like, actually, you know what? Let's do exactly that. Let's use my nice tools. Okay. We're going to try to get, and then musing. Like I said, we will be doing some musing. Let's actually flotsam. Let's just get rid of everything. And I'm going to unplug my controller too. There we go. Well, I do need food, so we'll do that. But just to show you how amazing these tools are, this axe, which has silk touch, sharpness 5, mending, all of that, can cut through these melons like no problem. And since it has mending, when we go to trade, it's going to repair. And basically, I'm going to fix that. So this is the prepping for, and I think I'm going to do a lot of, well, I'm doing gaming and game development this week. So I'm making a video game, and right now I'm working on getting it hosted on Steam. I'm going to make it just like $1 a download, something super cheap. And then, like, if I can get like people to download it, even as a gag gift thing, like, oh, that's $1. And if it gets like, 50,000 people to download it, then that's going to pay off my car. And that's kind of like the goal, is like, I'd like to pay off my car and then pay off my student loan. So then the money that I'm actually making, because I make good money, it's just all tied up in nonsense, like stuff that's easily avoidable if we were to organize the people, like make communal lending. So I'm making all of these things and amassing an army of followers, which I already had. Like, I mean, I already had very good loyalty. Like, if people don't believe it sometimes, but like, I literally could ask somebody to do anything and they would do it for me, because the big thing is they would know that I would never ask them to do anything that I wasn't comfortable doing myself. And just for some perspective, I joined the military trying to be a Marine with the full intent that I knew that I was going to probably kill somebody. I was hoping that I didn't have to, but when you sign up for the military, you just assume that you might kill somebody. So murder was in the realm of options once upon a time. I'm glad that I didn't. But that doesn't mean that bunches of other people aren't doing exactly that. And I grew up Christian, like the idea that don't kill people was ingrained in my mind, like, because God loves all of his children. Like, it doesn't care if they're brown, white, whatever. Like, it doesn't mean that he doesn't love them any differently. That's what I grew up learning. So, which was ironic, because then when I was in MEPS, the military something processing, I don't even know what it stands for, but it's basically where all the military people go in Colorado. You go to MEPS in Denver before you ship out to your respected boot camp. Mine was in San Diego. I was my MOS was military intelligence for nuclear submarines, and it was going to be pretty cool. Like, I was enjoying it. I was out there like on base, and I was like, all right, cool. And then they did all the tests. So it's not just a P test like people on probation have to do. No, they draw your blood. They they do take your urine, but they also take like everything else, and they found out my lifestyle pretty quick. They were like, oh God, no, this guy's a liability. We got to get him out of here. Like, oh, it was funny. Like, they were in disbelief that one person could party that hard. Oh, anyways. And I turned out okay. So, more than okay, I hope. Like, I am trying to help guide people going through our current criminal justice system, while at the same time trying to reform our criminal justice system into restorative and rehabilitative rather than punitive and criminal and, degrading and demeaning. And, oh, wait, you have money? Oh, okay, you're fine. Like, and that's it. Like, money has saved people from the clutches of the prisons and the jail systems. Like, money. That's all it was. Oh, if you have money, you could do anything. You could do the same crimes that poor people do, but yet the poor people go to prison for years and years and years, or they have to spend what little money they have on classes or drug monitoring or all that. And like, nah, and it ends. And I think the catalyst that really set this off is I know a sexual predator that his family had a lot of money, still does. He got 5 years probation for sexually assaulting 2 women, caught on recorded phone calls. So I'm really hoping he made a deal with the DA and turned over a bunch of other predators because he was part of a predation network. They did this thing called the switcheroo where they would drug women and then they would switch so they could assault the women and honestly tell the police, oh, I don't know who drugged them. I didn't drug them. And they would just continue to repeat that statement. I did not drug them. And as far as I can tell, the police didn't know about the switcheroo up until I told them about it just last year. So, you like to think that people are, not that they're not smarter, but like for whatever reason, like that just never clicked. And I actually coached one of the victims on what to say because I was still dealing drugs. Like I was still like a gangster, like 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 not really. I mean, people think that gangsters are some big scary whatever, like ooga booga. Like no, it's just the people that know people and that they're trustworthy enough to not like screw people over. And even as I say that, I did screw over one person and I need to make amends to that. Like it was a moment of weakness and it won't happen again. Especially now that I'm a little more informed. Like the police had me believing I was going to prison for like 16 years. I was like, well, what the hell? No, I might as well just end it now and take my life. Like that's where I was at. And that's what they think is acceptable for law and order. Like, to put somebody in a position so bad off of some basic choices that the rich people are also making the same choices. Like, let's not play games and think that, like, what is it, Nickelback? As much as I hate Nickelback, like, he does have that good song, I Want to Be a Rock Star, with my drugs come in a Pez dispenser. Like, that's true. Like, rich people have drugs, lots of drugs. And that's all they do, is they party with their money, and they do drugs, and they, like, have crazy sex parties. Like, that's what it's like to be rich in America. That's why everybody wants to be rich. And that's what that tells me. That's just human nature, which is funny. And it's like the people that, keep it civil and keep it together. Oh, God, it's nighttime. The other thing with not being in peaceful is you got to worry about the villagers dying unexpectedly. So once I get this mending book, it's wham bam, thank you ma'am, I'm going to take it all. That sounded terrible. Talking about predation crimes, and I sound like a freaking predator right there. Wait, what do you do? No, you don't do that. That's like the worst one to do. All right, let's put some of this here. Okay. And let's actually move this over. And I definitely need to heal this. So you do not get that. Okay, now what's this one? Fire aspect 2? That is cool. Actually, you know what? That is cool. Let's go ahead and just get a ton of those. Where is... Okay, I know. Ah. Oh yeah, let's drop that there. Wait, I need my books. We're gonna just buy a ton. There we go. Where'd he go? Because I'm just going to get like 50 books of this and then kill him. It seems messed up. It is, but oops. All right, you know what? I can't find them. Let's go ahead and just do this. The other thing with like trading with the farmers is you got to do this a few times, and then their prices are going to go up. Let's see. So, see, already our axe is almost healed up. It's like halfway healed. Oops. That's what Book of Mending does. Mending if you enchant an item with mending, the experience will heal the item first. It's a beautiful thing. All right, you too. Yeah, that's why I have like tons of farmers, and which is good. I can do this part. But it's bad because whenever I'm trying to get a villager to be a librarian, they're more likely to come over here and become a farmer. Oh wait, and then I changed to this. And it heals my pickaxe. And if I had it on my sword, it would heal my sword too. And I think that it still heals things in your inventory, but just a lot less. But if you have the currently equipped one, that's where it's going to be healed the most. Like, see, now that's completely back to perfect. Like, there is no there is no damage here. Okay. So now, I need to find that flame aspect guy. That's infinity. I mean, I could just, like, well... Wait, what? Breach 1? No. Nope. You're really starting to piss me off there, guy. See, I didn't lock it in, so he changed. Where are you going? Where's your job block? Who gave you that god-awful... Alright, whatever. So just like he changed when I left, he's going to change when I come back. Okay. It's so frustrating. It's like what I need to do is I need to get like a couple of villagers and take them like into a contained area. Oh, here's the llama lounge that I was building. Just starting out building. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, there's a lot of enemies in there. What are you doing? I like to take all the ice, because then if you put blue ice in the nether, you can make it the fastest travel network. I don't know, maybe I should try a little more with the ones over here. Yeah, looting 1. Yeah, you! There. No! What did you turn into? A cartographer. So that's looting 1. That's the fortune 3, which is good, but I don't really need that many. Oh wait, I have fire aspect from this guy. Okay. Two, 4, 6, oops. What? 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, and then... There we go. And then they'll just keep making... And once you buy a book from a librarian, that's their pick. That's... So looting 1. And that's why I put like torches around some of these, because those were the good ones. Once upon a time, like I had someone that could produce mending books. And so then I tried to save that, but then as soon as you switch it out of peaceful, like all bets are off. Like each villager could randomly be killed by some monster. Let's see. A fire aspect into 2. Oh, and then every now and then the anvil breaks, so gotta do this. So now fire aspect 2 and fire aspect 2. That's it. All right, so. Okay. All right. So now this is going to be my enchanting mega table. Let's actually build another one, because that's going to keep happening. All right. It's so expensive too. Wait, how much was it? I'm not going to actually build it, but it costs 3 blocks of iron. That's 27 ingots. So basically, to have an anvil, you need to harvest 31 ingots and smelt 31 ingots. Then you need to craft the blocks and all that, and oh yeah, it's just crazy. All right. So now let's keep going. I mean, just run down here, get a ton of melons, constantly refresh the supply. I mean, these are going to regrow, but that's why I have so many layers, because like, okay, so that one's harvested. And look, I went through them and they're already almost like halfway back. It's amazing. Oh, we can do these. Whee! And there's something meditative about doing this too. Just like collecting these things. So, oh yeah, and then musing. So really it all comes back to like, a lot of my choices are influenced by like prison laws. Even though I've never been to prison myself, I know a lot of people that have been to prison. I've talked with them. I've spent a lot of time with them. I was in a halfway house for 4 years. Which all that to say is I only spent, let's see, I think 11 months residential the first time. Then I got out on non-res. Then I got caught partying with a bunch of gangbangers. It's so funny, like, people think it's something like big, scary, and cool or anything. Nah, if you're just out there partying, like, chances are you know some gangsters, like, you know, and anyways, and so then I had a hot UA. Oh no, they caught me. Ooh, actually. This is the last place I want some kind of monster attacking me. And they've lowered the threshold to like how much light you need to where a mob won't spawn. So it's a lot easier to keep them from doing stuff. How am I doing on space? Okay. Okay. So I have those jack-o'-lantern lines, like also to help them grow. So, and I have a few friends that are growers too, and that's like hippies that are going to be very much so enjoying life as soon as cannabis becomes legal mainstream, and most drugs, really, let's be honest. I mean, like, it's not just cannabis. Literally every drug except for meth and heroin is not that bad. It's really not. Like, you can come back from it pretty easily. It's really like getting caught with any drug is worse, is more dangerous than the drug itself. And that's like what people are starting to realize. And it's the people in corrections and law enforcement that are realizing this. It's the experts. So that's why I'm pretty optimistic about all this, is because like people are not stupid. It's just people are disorganized and divided by design. And like in every election, we get more and more divided. And so that's what I'm kind of like fixing the divide. It's another nighttime. Let's go sleep. Yep, because I heard someone. Okay. Oh. Huh. They were trying to get in. Anyways. Ooh, there's a lot of honeycombs too, but well, we don't need that just yet. Let's go continue to trade. Let's see. Got tons of books. I just need mending. And like mending and unbreaking, those are like the big ones. Everything else, like I think I have a lot of. And yeah, see all the hearts, that means they're making new kids, and hopefully the new kids end up where I'm trying to make them into librarians. But really, you just need one librarian in a controlled aspect. Like if I could move one of these villagers into an enclosed area and then just continually like recast their because like every time they get assigned to a job block, like their type of book changes, their offering changes. And so you just got to keep doing it until it changes into a mending, and you can keep doing it until it turns into like a cheap mending. So like just because you get mending might not be a great thing. It might cost like 60 emeralds. Whereas if you keep re-rolling, you could get a mending down to like 5 emeralds, like I have for that one silk touch. Oops. And I also have stick drift on this controller. That's why it's like so sloppy. Stick drift is horrible for Minecraft. Like Call of Duty doesn't matter, but like, phew, Minecraft, it can get annoying. All right. Like this guy. What does he sell? Oh, nothing. You sell garbage. And if you continue to sell garbage, what's this guy sell? On breaking 3, okay, we need all of these. Oops. There we go. I don't have any more emeralds for it, but nice. So unbreaking, you have to put that on all the weapons, all the... In fact, let's go ahead and drop all these off. Oh. Okay. That's scary. Because then they could be killing the villagers. Oh. Sorry, guy. I don't know where your job block is. Hey, how you doing? Oh, well, first let's drop these off. Was it this one? No, it's this one. Yeah, so every piece of armor, every tool needs unbreaking 3. Because that just makes it super durable, takes forever to break down. And yeah, now let's try to get this guy into a mending. Yep. See, that's the thing. I just need to make an isolated place to take a villager and do exactly that. So I was thinking the llama lounge. I don't know. Let's go and leave the job block so someone else, when the kids become old enough to get a job, they'll come over here and do that. It's not the best way to do it, but let's see. I just need a ton more emeralds. And whenever I'm bored or like I just want to muse or think or something, I'll go through and do a lot of that stuff, clear it out. Or well, not clear it out, fill up a bunch of pumpkins and emeralds. See, now they're expensive. Not for this guy. Let's make you into one. So let's go and do... Right. just enough to get him. There we go. Then the rest is history. Okay. Give them lots of bread so they make more villagers. Okay. What do you sell? Curse of Binding? Garbage. Oh, I think they're coming from down here. No? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, they are coming from down here. The unfinished part of this area. Oh. What do you do? No, you don't. No, you don't. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll leave the carry here. I got that from the zombies. So, yeah, it's a lot of work. I think I am going to break down and see. Lure 3? I don't know. That sounds like a good one to just keep, but I feel like I don't want that one either. All right, let's get more emeralds. Okay. Oh, and it's really funny right now. So the musing stuff. So the game that I'm making is basically a judgment and accountability game. Like, based on decisions, like you're going to have a fictional character that represents real life people. It's going to basically be like a true crime New York City or true crime LA, where you have decisions and your decisions affect your environment. Like if you start planting evidence on people and doing bad cop things in those games, then like people will stop trusting you, and like eventually people will start attacking you. Like you can anger the general public so much by being such a bad cop that they'll just flat out attack you in the street. And like, and that's human nature too. Like, I mean, everybody makes choices and mistakes, but it's when people are when they continue to allow people to, what's the other book you have? See, I still have a Silk Touch for 5, so it's not a good trade. Here, let's get you traded up. Oh. There we go. And then once it's to the next level, to the pumpkins, that's easy. Oh. Not quite. What? Oh. Now we have the melon level. The melon will get him to master. There you go. All right. So let's try to basically, you're kind of kidnapping them and like forcing them into like an area. Let's see. Like this guy. He's a cartographer. So those job blocks are taken. Let's be a little more unforgiving at these ones. Yeah, see? No. Don't need bookshelves. Fortune 3. I mean, I guess some. Yeah, don't need bookshelves. So that's Silk Touch. Let's go and just get a... well, no, because I already have a bunch of Silk Touch. But they're going to make more kids down here with these, and then... what's the other one? Fire Aspect one. And once that kid gets old enough, it'll start being a librarian. Yeah, Fortune 3. I don't really... I don't know. Basically, I need a bunch over here. And that way, like, if they just stay over here, away from all the others, then I think it'd be better, but... okay. Let's see, it's about 9. I got an oil change in an hour. That's the main thing I got to take care of today. So, let's see, did I have any enchantment books? Let's actually start to... oh, yes. So we've got a couple there. That's going to be good. Let's organize these some. So I'm going to take... Silk Touch. Well, let's go ahead and sleep too. And then I'm doing a bunch of discussion with people on XApp. It's pretty fun. Let's see. So unbreaking. Ideally, yeah, we'd have like a whole chest full of each of these enchantments. I might take that Fortune 3 back though, and Infinity. I didn't mean to get those, but like all of the, like the more important ones, like Fortune 3, you still want on your pickaxe. Doesn't really matter on anything else, I don't think. Let's see. I could be wrong. So yeah, all the unbreaking. Ooh, sharpness 5, that's a really hard one to get. So, but really any of them. Okay. They're all about the same as far as, let's see. Stop it! Like it keeps moving unpredictably. Okay, Fortune 3. What? Stop! Silk Touch. Unbreaking. Okay. So protection, power, infinity, yeah, all these other things. Okay. Come on, children. You know you want to be librarians. Make mending. Oh, let's just continue trading. Well, yeah. There's definitely more effective ways to be doing this, but I don't know. I just have so many villagers now that like I feel like maybe I should just go kind of like make a new isolated area. That's what I did with all those beds just in the middle of nowhere, but or at least I was trying to do. But yeah. Okay, so now I have a lot of emeralds and books and... So that's a silk touch. I'm such a hoarder too. So that's kind of a downside to all this. Let's see about these chillins. That's basically it. That's the whole thing, like, just the grind. Oh, wait a minute. Can I make him grow? Hold on, come here, kid. No, you can't feed him to make him grow faster. Not like animals, where you can just keep feeding them whatever they eat and then they'll pop into a mature adult faster. Make it rain! Oops. Hey, stop. Make more babies! Okay. What do you sell? You sell garbage! Alright. All I need is a book of mending, a librarian that does mending, and I'm gonna buy like 50 copies and then be done. And then I won't have to bother with this a lot. Unbreaking 3, Silk Touch. Okay, so you're the good one that just kind of wandered up there. They're gonna make another one. I feel like we should even get rid of the ones that we're not using anymore, like Silk... I got a lot of Silk Touch. Well, no, we'll leave him alone. He's five Emerald Silk Touch is really rare. See, all these kids... like you. We don't really need a farmer. A level 1 farmer. Oh, tall dry grass. Ay, ay, ay. Let's go get some more melons while the kids mature and hopefully become librarians. Let's see, so those are still starting to fill up. Oh, there we go. So, I don't know. And as far as musings, like, this game is just gonna be, well, I'll just continue building on it. It'll be like a pet project. But really, the global online safety helpers, that's the one that I'm trying to launch like right now. Just have people go on, hang out, help people set up multi-factor, help people know what to expect with scams. basically what the public needs is an army of IT people with patience that will help them set up things, explain things, and treat them with respect and kindness. Which is basically the Geek Squad, but you have to pay a lot of money for Geek Squad. So like, it needs to be a free service that helps the world, and it needs to be replicable, because as soon as people figure out how to do it, they love to do it. And I definitely can't be teaching everybody in the world, nor should I, or like even my colleagues, my handful of colleagues, like of the ones that I really trust. They're going to go out there and deputize other people to become the people that will help the people. Like, it goes back to the biblical stuff. Like, I'm not super religious. In fact, pretty disgusted with how a lot of people have perverted religion to basically excuse whatever while ignoring the very basic parts of it. Like, and I'm speaking of Christianity. That's the only one I really know. I know Islam is like basically Christianity, just with a different flavor. Like, it's a guide of how to live a respectful life and treat others with respect. That's it. That's all religion is. Like, be nice to others, be nice to yourself, and that's it. And people get so confused because people play these games that want to make it to where it excuses their behavior, and then like, oh, well, if God excuses my behavior, then it can't be wrong. And it's like, no, if you really looked back at the book that you claim to, be a part of and support and live by, you're failing. You're failing the very basic rules of that book, not being kind to others. That's it. Like, you got to treat others like you want to be treated. So don't scam people. Don't try to take advantage of people. Don't rob from people. Like, all of that stuff. Like, just don't do it. And that's why people get confused. Be like, oh, but I thought I was living a good Christian life. Now you're scamming people. And what you thought was valuable wasn't really valuable. And you tricked people into thinking it was valuable, or scared them with a carrot or a stick of heaven or hell. And you scared them into giving your money. And then you tricked them into thinking that you're doing good things with that money, when really you're not. It's your job now. It's your job to scare people and then give people false comfort that, oh no, it's going to be fine because you repented and you confessed your sins, so you're going to heaven, so you're all right. And it's like, okay, well, how many times do I got to do this to make it into heaven? Well, you got to keep doing it. But then they don't realize, no, if what the Bible says is you got to live like Jesus and treat people like Jesus in order to get into heaven. And that's how you make heaven on earth. If everybody was just excellent to each other all the time and forgiving to each other all the time, or well, within reason too, then yeah, we'd have heaven on earth. And that was the whole point. But people are like, oh no, well, and then yeah, so it's garbage. Also, oh well. All these melons are going to go to waste. Wait, can I block them up? No, I can't block up emeralds without a crafting table. But that's okay. Easy come, easy go. Let's see if we have any librarians. Oh. It's nighttime. We do have some chillins. Alright, and what do I need to do today? Oh, good lord. Yeah. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and spare them. Let's see. Let's drop a couple of those. Let the chillins grow a little bit. Oh, we're down to 5 minutes on this video. So, anyways, yeah, that's what's going on this week. I'm going to try to put up a game on Steam just for like $1. It's going to be like a gag game, basically. If I can get a few thousand people to buy it at $1, then there you go. There's a few $1,000s. So, that's my goal. I'm going to try to pay off my car. And then when I have a little more spending money, I'm going to start doing things like not raffling, but like rewarding people. Like I already bought one kid Minecraft like from India, which is supposed to be a no-no, I think. But I gave him gift cards, and like so, basically the way that a lot of people are scamming, like that's how they do it. They get gift cards, and so like it's no different than if this kid did the scammy way to get the gift card, which I'm trying to deter all of that, like make it to where they don't feel like they need to scam. Like they just have pathways to get nice things. Even if it is just gift cards, like I would get gift cards for people as long as they accomplish things. So like you get a coding profile at a certain level, you did some work, here's a gift card, like stuff like that, only not making it scammy, making the anti-scams, like make it actually what people are told and what people are led to believe, and not doing any kind of bait and switch or quote unquote good business practices when really it's just scams. Like you're just scamming people. So oh, let's actually see. What do you have? You have garbage. What do you have? Lunge? Loyalty? Loyalty, so he's not going to change today. And then that one ran off. So I think you can only do that. So I'll leave these two alive. Wait, what's this? Smite 3? Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. He's working. What's he got? The loyalty. What do you have now? Quick charge. Okay, I'm gonna try to kill him a little less because I don't want to keep having kids come up. But he's got to change, so that I think he's done for today until he goes to work again the next day. But then there's a couple, so I'm just gonna have to be a little more patient, work with these guys, and then I'll get that. So still have a ton of books, ton of emeralds. As soon as I find someone with mending, I'm gonna basically do what I did with unbreaking, and then once I have like all the mendings, unbreakings, I gotta get sharpness too. Oh wait, are you gonna? You have no job block here. Okay. Well, and I gotta get cleaned up and ready to go. I'm gonna go do my oil change, sit there for a little bit until it's done. Should just be like an hour or so, hopefully. And then, yeah. Also, I gotta see if there's anything I need to do for that. Like pull up to a special, and hopefully it's free. Like I was supposed to download the app and then get a free oil change using the app, but I don't know, we'll see. So, actually, with our last minute, let's wander over here. What's this guy doing? That is the same guy, quick charge. All right, well, we'll just see how long it takes to get mending. So, and then I can kind of, not be too worried about it. But I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I kept putting it off. And now that my kids are getting back into Minecraft, I just want to make sure that they could play however they want to play. So, this is quite a bit of, and that's a lot. That's nice. So, tons of unbreaking. Fire aspect for the swords, silk touch for the ones that need it. All right, anyways, ta-ta for now. I'll see you in the next one. Probably just put this in Joker Tower, but that's another thing. I'm going to go through and like relabel all of these videos. So ta-ta, I'll see you in the next one.